Hi, my name is Phil. I'm a Steinway recommended piano instructor, and I teach church pianists how to play out of the hymnal with confidence by understanding the harmonies that are in the hymn and knowing what chords to play and where to play them. Wow, that is an old hymnal. Well, today is the third video in our series for It Is Well With My Soul. So let's get right into it. The topic is how to connect verses in It Is Well With My Soul, or in any hymn for that matter. Here we go. Quick review of our last episodes. Left hand pattern, raindrop, tense, waterfall, octave chord, or adding that one note. And this is what we're trying to learn right now. We're trying to figure out what to put right here in between the verses. What's a good transition chord? Okay, what we can do is just play the one chord first. That's the simplest way to do it. All right, so if we do the one chord, in this key it's C, E, G. You go ahead and play that. And you can play the C chord and you can go up an octave. Sounds like this. This is still a C chord. And really you could go any octave and play the C major chord. So that's the first thing with the C major chord, but you could also add two. And I love that sound. It's a chime sound. It sounds like a lot of songs, a lot of movie songs. I'm not gonna play that. Okay, we have, you might know it. Let's keep on going. Here is the chime. Isn't that great? C chord, C add two. You could even roll it. You could break it up. All right, so this is all just built off of the one chord. You could even do a C suspension chord. So here's C, a suspension. You just move the middle note up a half step. That means there's no notes in between. All right, and you can do it in any inversion. You've heard me do this already. Here it is, right here, right? This was actually, oh my goodness, when I first learned this chord in high school, I thought that's the most beautiful chord. Still is. We have this beautiful sound, C suspension. And then if you want, you can go back to one, or you could just go into the verse after that. So it sounds like this. Suspension. All right. In fact, this suspension chord even works in congregational if you need to do something in between while the song leader is leading, or when the song leader is done with the chorus and then he's saying something in between verses. You can actually do this. That leads into our 4 chord. You can do our 4 chord. Actually, it's usually a C, a F over C. It's usually a 4 over the 1. So our 4 chord is F, A, C, and if you play it over the tonic of the scale, the first note of the scale, that gives us some grounding. You don't have to, but I usually do it. And then we have this 4 chord. Guitarists do this all the time. The people that know like 3 chords, it's a 1, 4, and 5 chord, right? So they're doing that. And you can rock back and forth as long as the person is talking. The song leader. There we go. he's saying, all right, now if you really felt the Spirit, we're going to sing it with all your heart on the third verse. Right? And so you could just rock back and forth between the 1 and the 4, the C and the F. I like to ground it with a C in the bass. Now in our arrangement, you could do the same thing with a different feel. Here's the F over C. You see that? F over C. The A, I just put it right here. I'll do it. I'll just rock back and forth so you can see it. One more time. You can play along in the verse. And that sounds great. So there's that one. And then one last one is a variation of the 5 chord. It's a 5/11 chord. The 5/11 chord is actually the shortcut. I just think it's the 4 chord over the dominant, over the 5. So we have the 4 chord over the 5. 4 chord. Remember how the 5 in our last episode, I'll put the thumbnail there. Boom. That 5 sounds a little unfinished, right? And it's a turnaround chord because it makes you turn around and go back to the beginning of something, of a section. And when I first learned this chord, I was like, wow, I love that. I'm throwing that in everywhere. You could even put it in congregation, but it just depends on some things. But it really tells everybody that something's coming up. And if you end it there, you're like, what? It's half finished. It's not. You gotta land on a 1. Right. So we could do that here too. It sounds really great. Let's see. With our arrangement. F over G. Oops. You could do this. I'll do a repeated note. And that's an F over G. You could play the whole chord. I like to make it hollow sometimes to voice it. You can make it clustery here. You could experiment where you want to put that other tone. And then we go on. All right. So those are my favorite ways to transition from the chorus into the verse. If that was helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed learning from this lesson, you're really going to enjoy It Is Well with My Soul series, which the playlist is right here. I have more bonus details in my Mastering Hymns program. And either way, I enjoyed being with you and have a wonderful day. Happy practicing.